everybody, it's Lenny, and I hope you've been having a better week than I've been having, because I have been under this cloud of gloom and darkness and not really knowing why. I've been a bit poorly, that might explain it, but this is actually the theme of my video, is how to deal with small waves of depression. Sometimes very hard waves of depression, sometimes small waves coming here and there, but mainly they just come unannounced. You don't really know why it's there yet again, and I'm gonna talk to you about how I deal with them. So I deal with bouts of depression in my life. They come in waves. Sometimes it lasts for a few days, sometimes it'll last longer, and it's really hard because it feels like it freezes you in time. Like, oh, it's here again. I feel sad, I feel crappy, I don't want to do anything, I can only wait until it passes. You don't understand why, other people around you don't understand why yet again you're feeling sad, you have no reason to feel sad, and you're just like... Well, I'm going to tell you how I've been dealing with it. All these tips and tricks that will stop you from just being stopped dead in your tracks, wanting to go under the bed and just stay there until the storm is over. The hard thing is to realize that sometimes waves of sadness just come for no reason. There's nothing you can fix right now, there's nothing you can do to make it go away. You can just wait it out. That doesn't mean you have to wait it out just being in bed and feeling miserable about yourself, and that doesn't mean you have to stay in that state of mind like, why am I sad? I feel so dumb for being sad. I have no reason to be sad. Just accept the fact that right now you do not feel like your proper self. So the first thing to do when you feel that big ass cloud of depression just come over you and you're like, okay, here we go again, let me get into my pajamas, let me get into bed, and we'll just feel sorry for ourselves and wait it out because there's nothing I can do. What I do is I divide myself into two. I see the sad part and I see the part that really wants to get on with life, and we're gonna balance these two out. So what I do is take the sad part of myself and I see myself, I see that part of myself as a poorly, whiny, very sad child. So she's in bed and she doesn't understand what's happening to her, she doesn't feel good, and well, she's just a kid, right? And I'm gonna take that other side of myself and I'm gonna be the caretaker. I'm gonna figure out what I can do right now. It's not about living your life as if everything's fine. It's about taking care of yourself, but moving forward, even if it's baby steps. So basically, however deep your state of sadness and depression is, you're gonna ask yourself what you can do right now to move forward, to feel better. So if you're in a really bad state and you're just in bed and there's nothing to do and there's nothing you can do, you're gonna ask yourself, can I sit up in bed? And then can I get out of bed? Can I just get out of bed and go sit on the sofa? And you're asking that poor child these questions, and sometimes it'll be like, no, I don't want to do that, leave me alone. And sometimes it'll be like, oh yeah, I guess I can do that. Maybe I can sit up in bed, maybe I can go have a shower, get dressed. And then it can be things like, can we clean up the house a little? Can we clear the desk? Can we sit at the desk? Can we get some pen and paper? Can we draw? No drawing? Okay, at least the desk is clear. Let's figure something else out. I mean, yesterday I was a mess. I was like, oh, I can't draw right now, I don't even want to go outside, there's nothing I can do. No, you need to focus on the things you can do. And I was able to sit myself at the computer. I was actually able to write a blog article about the whole thing I'm talking about now. So it's all about moving step by step, no pressure, no finish line, it's just going forward. And I found that this really helps me not be in that state of self-pity and why do I feel sad and I'm so stupid for being the way I am right now, this makes no sense, I have no reason, blah blah blah. We've all had these thoughts, right? So take these two people that are basically making you miserable right now and make them work together. And I find this to work so well because I've turned to other people, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. You should definitely talk to people about how you're feeling, but what you shouldn't do is expect help just because you've asked. And that was something really tough for me to swallow, because I turned to friends and to boyfriends and to family, and when they didn't help me the way I thought they should be helping me, I felt misunderstood, I felt alone, I felt like I was never gonna get through this because they weren't giving me the solution. Actually, you can help yourself, and realizing that yes, people are there for you, people will help you the way they can, but if you can handle this by yourself while feeling supported, every time these waves of depression come unannounced, you can help yourself, and it's gonna go faster and faster. It's gonna be easier and easier every time, and you're gonna get things done. You're not gonna be frozen in time in a state of hibernation just waiting for the storm to pass, and that's the most important thing. So I don't know if all of this made sense so far. I know it made sense to me when I wrote it, but I know when I speak things aloud, I ramble, I get lost in my explanations. So if I can help a few people get through their day through this method, that would be mission accomplished. I'm gonna end this video by saying that yes, these waves of depression come and go unannounced. Sometimes there's a reason. In my case, there usually isn't a direct reason, but you need to know that sometimes, and a lot of times, your body will try to tell you something in any way possible if there's something that is not in balance in your life. It can be something physical, like your diet is not right for you, or you're just lacking the small thing in your diet to make it all better, and your body will create something for you to notice. It can be something like feeling sad, or getting a cold, or having more anxiety than usual. It's usually your body telling you something. If it's not physical, it could be something in a more general sense, like maybe you need to do something in your life. Maybe you're not as happy as you were in your job and you need to make some tweaks here and there. A relationship needs to be discussed. I really do believe in signs, and if my body is sad, my body it's sad, it's trying to tell me something, and usually the answer is deeper than you thought, less obvious. Anyway, I hope this wasn't too rambly, that it made sense, that I can help people. If this made no sense whatsoever, please take the time to go on my website, on the blog part of my website. I wrote an article, it's called Feeling Down ... Again, it talks about dealing with bouts of depression. It's more detailed and more maybe easier to understand when it's in a written form. So these are the things I do for myself when I'm feeling really sad. I do get sometimes really bad waves of depression. Sometimes it's just a bad case of the blues, but this always helps. Sometimes the things that the sad part of my brain allows me to do are so small that it doesn't feel like much, but believe me, it really does help. It really gets you moving, and it doesn't let you stay in that state of darkness, and that's what counts. So if you're feeling sad right now, I'm here for you. Chin up. I L-word you all. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. I will see you very soon in another video.